Dear ladies and gentlemen, today I will present you Focus Structure tool, an application that my team and I is developing right now. My name is Yuri Holubiu. I'm also not only a founder of this project, but also a PhD student of Josef Stefan Institute in Ljubljana, Slovenia. And more information about the project and me can be found on this page, focusstructure.com, and especially in the tab project description. And it's a very big project, so today we'll just briefly explain main idea, main features, and give examples of research environments that can be created in scope of this application. So the main idea is to create an environment for researchers and students to work with information with big comfort and to decrease time of obtaining some parts of the research project. So in other words, we want to make application that would feel a user that he is a Tony Stark who creates a new element. To do this, we have a special graphical environment on which all other special tools are based. But before I go to it, I want to tell the main points of the application of the project. The first point is to enhance focus on key information, because if there are thousands of pages, then it's very easy to get lost in them. So we have special tools for a user to be focused, and we are putting a big emphasis on structuring information, because structuring makes the project scalable. We can increase it many times, add thousands of pages, and still everything will be very comfortable to use because of inherent structure. And based on this application, we have special AI tools, main of which I'm going to present you in some minutes. More information about what we mean by these tools can be seen in the project description tab. Right now I'm going to show you the preview of this graphical environment that we are developing, and structuring is also presented here, where structure of the whole project is seen. So we have several articles, they can be grouped, the structure of each article can be seen as subgraph, and we can see PDF of each article also by just clicking, and there is no need to search for the file, to scroll. At the middle of the file we can just click on section and get the required information. So in some sense our application is a PDF viewer, LaTeX editor, and file explorer, which is made for researchers and also for students who want to learn better subject. For example, to prepare for exam, or because of willing of personal development. Then I'm going to explain you special tools that we have based on this platform. And the first tool is a graph display of AI answers. And the idea is that right now, if we are reading some text, we can of course copy formula to ChatGPT or to other AI agent, and it's not very convenient, and even if there is an answer, there is a problem in storing this answer, because like we can ask several questions about different subtopic, and soon it becomes just a mess. So it's very uncomfortable to work with it, with answers. And our graphical structured environment is solution for this problem. Here I have an example of a question of one section of the book. So if I ask question, it immediately creates a subsection where this question is already copied and all answers are given as a substructure. So if I want to ask another question about some part of a given answer, it creates a subsection and puts all new answer here. And that's how we can easily navigate through all the discussion. And what is more important, that not only in one discussion, we can also move this information to another place of the whole project. and it can be done without any LaTeX, just by comfortable graphic environment. That will increase the results of discussion with AI agent, because one thing is to get a qualitative answer, but what is more important, what is not less important, is that it's possible to not to get lost in a lot of information and to be focused on really valuable answers. And our application is the solution for this. Second very important tool that is in our application is a tool that downloads all cited papers and extracts LaTeX from all of them, and later puts them also in grouped way in this project. For this we need AI, and there are already some tools that are working with it, like to search articles, to extract LaTeX, and we will have our own tool for grouping them. And that's an essential tool, because to understand any article we need to get a lot of cited articles, and that's a waste of hours or weeks by just looking through each of them and getting lost in just search of information. Here it will be done just in some clicks and some little time of waiting. And again, after getting articles, they are inserted into our graphical platform, and later it's much easier and much more comfortable to work with them. The third tool, and the last one that I'm going to present, is the tool that displays connections and also searches for derivations. It works in the following way. Suppose we are reading an article and we want to ask if there is something similar in some books that are in the project or in other articles. So AI agent searches through all this information and says that, oh yes, this is similar to something what was done by other author, and explains how is it similar. Maybe it's the same formula in different form, or similar idea but in different contexts, and that's how it's way easier to understand what's going on in tens or hundreds of articles that are in the project. And similar tool is for getting derivation. Suppose that one article says that we got this formula from that book, so in order to understand what's really meant there, how did they do it, one would need to search through all the book, and that's waste of hours, and it will not lead to answering the question about exactly this formula. So in order to save this time, there is an AI tool that searches, highlights the key formula in some book, and then explains how that formula was used to derive the requested formula. That also saves hours of thinking of a researcher or a student. And there are many other tools, like here management of research or LaTeX bug fix tool. They are written here in the main page of focusstructure.com, or in the page of project description, but because of time reasons I will not explain them here. I will finish with showing examples of research environments, and they will also illustrate what do we mean by our application. So the first example is a project about just part of physics, condensed matter. So all the research environment is converted to a PDF, and this PDF starts with the main thing which we can think about, and these are key formulas and key statements. Like that's the example of this section with them, and we can click on some subsection and see what we wrote during our studies, and that's very important for preparation for exam, but also it's very important for solving problems. That's why this project has also a section of problems, and we can see all the problems in the structured way, and then like write our solutions to all the problems, and then be focused on solving problems, which is the best practice one can get. So this is the preview of section of problem solutions, and the majority of this note or research project is the information that is taken from many books that were used, and if some part is needed, then we can easily jump to this part and then get required information, and also of course modify it. That's how we can be very focused on the learning during learning a subject. And second example that I want to show you is example of research project, which is a very similar project like project for studies, but here we have a section of management of research, which is important to be focused on the exactly problem that was stated and on exact dead ends that are right now to overcome them. Of course, there is a section with key formulas which can be easily created by just this graphical environment that I showed recently. And of course we can write our own theory, write our own thoughts, how we see the model or which question we want to discuss, which is not from books. And the main thing is that if we work with books and articles, usually there are a lot of problems with understanding what do they really mean there, and that's how work with information can be done. We can easily add comments and post questions about theory that is present in books and articles, and then later it will be easy to create sections where we can focus on answering some question if it's really an important question. If it's not, then this question will be still in this theory for a very long time until one would think that okay, it's time to focus on it. And that's how we can work with thousands basically of pages, be focused, keep everything structured, and that's main idea of Focus Structure tool. That's our team, that's me, and more information about me can be seen in this web page, which is also in the description. And to conclude, I want to say that this is an old idea which was motivated by work of other very important scientists. For example, that's the office of Albert Einstein, and he has also key formulas in front of him. He has all articles structured, approximately structured, and easily to read again. And in front of him there are main articles and his own theory that he's working on right now, and that's how his research environment was working during his time. So our project is the same idea, but in 2026 version, where everything is more electronically digital and way faster because of tools of artificial intelligence. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye.